Despite their simplicity, platformer games are one of the most popular means of entertainment in the world. It doesn't matter how old you are, as it's always fun to take control of your favorite characters and go for a run in a fantasy-based environment. Previously, I had made a similar video on this topic, so check that out if you haven't already. And if you did, here's another top 5 upcoming platformer games in 2023. Hopefully, in case they haven't been released by the time you're watching this video, it won't be too long until you get your fingers on some of these titles. Without further ado, let's start off with number 5, which is Convergence, a League of Legends story. The popularity of Riot's League of Legends can never be questioned, as it is one of the most known game titles ever created. The variety of characters and the complexity of their personalities provide so much potential for the expansion of their storylines, which is always a good thing for us, the ever wanting more type of fans. The game that embodies that potential is the Convergence, a League of Legends story. Instead of the Summoner's Rift, you will run through the platform with the main character, Echo, aka the boy who shattered time. His original time-twisting ability has been transferred to the platformer as well, so you will be able to correct yourself in case of a misstep and enjoy the game to the fullest. Convergence will be coming to both PC and consoles, but the exact consoles haven't been confirmed yet. However, if I have to guess, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation are likely candidates following the previous Riot Forge games. There is no set release date yet, but it is confirmed that the game is set to release sometime in 2023 this year. Number 4, we have Nine Souls. Crafted by Red Candle Game Studio, this classic introduces us to a darker and more dramatic atmosphere than what we are used to, complemented by beautiful landscapes inspired by Asian culture that will make your runs a unique visual experience. The main character Yi is an adorable yet very agile and skilled warrior whose storyline is based on getting revenge against the dark and unfair rulers carrying the Souls title. Your run will be filled with plenty of awesome looking deflections, evasions, and energy-filled combos alongside plenty of high quality tunes. The level of detail in this game is truly crafted to perfection, and on top of everything, Yi's acrobatics are what cements this title as a true piece of art. This single-player experience is confirmed to be released on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation and PC, and even the Mac sometime in 2023. Number 3 on the list is Disney Illusion Island. This one doesn't need much introduction since the studio has been part of our childhoods for almost a century. Disney Illusion Island did not invent the hot water as it stayed with the original Disney concept, but nonetheless, the detail and the environment are more than enough to launch you down memory lane. Since the Disney universe is better to enjoy with some company, you can have a run with up to 4 of your buddies without making the platform overcrowded. The available characters are the Disney legends, Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and Donald. Regardless of which one you pick, you are guaranteed to have an amazing time. Disney seemed to have put a lot of effort into this game, which is no surprise considering the number of people that were looking forward to get their hands on it. This game is set to release on Nintendo Switch on July 28, 2023. Next up, the number 2 on our list is the exact opposite of Disney's magical world of joy and coziness. In Boo, you will be faced with plenty of things wanting to smash and eat you, so the atmosphere will be tense and the pace will be pretty fast, otherwise you will join others who fell to the quickness of the lurking creatures. As the main character, you will be forced to use your speed and jumping ability to avoid the monsters that want to stop you from completing the task. Despite the darker background, the playing environment was pretty nicely done, and the monsters don't lack in interesting details as well. The creators really did their best to make a simple yet interesting storyline followed by an amazing visual and audio experience. The game is set to be released on the 2nd of May 2023, so you will have to practice being patient for at least a little while. Moving on, the top of our list rightfully belongs to, understandably, the most anticipated platforming title of 2023, Hollow Knight Silksong. The famous Hornet from the previous Hollow Knight got so much love from the fans to the point where the studio decided to honor it with its own game. Although the roots are the same, there are indicators that everything will change when it comes to the character's abilities, obstacles, pacing, and the whole gameplay in general compared to its predecessor. The only issue is that Silksong does not have an official release date yet, so it might be even months before we get to see our beloved Hornet in action. Some speculations mentioned that June is the release month, but no confirmation came from the studios yet, so that is just to be taken as a grain of salt. Hollow Knight Silksong is currently set to release on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and more. Also, great news for Xbox Game Pass subscribers, as the game will be available in the Xbox Game Pass, as it was reviewed during the Xbox and Bethesda showcase in June 2022. For those who haven't started the Hollow Knight series yet, I would highly encourage for you to play the Void Heart edition of Hollow Knight, as it is available on Game Pass as well. This edition included all of the original game's upgrades, including the 4 free content expansions in one convenient bundle. The main plot will take roughly about 30 hours to finish, so starting now is advisable if you want to be prepared for Silksong when it launches. Overall, 2023 has been a great year when it comes to platforming games, and considering we are just a few months into it, there's plenty of room for pleasant surprises and more successful releases. Waiting for your favorite titles is a pretty tough challenge, but if anything can help, revisiting some of the older pieces going for a more familiar run can be a treat for now, as if you bother to unpack some of your older platformers, there will be probably something to keep you distracted while you're waiting for the upcoming releases on this list.